Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of the podcast, which is recorded on Monday, July 20th. Sorry about the audio issues. This was my first episode, and I'll make sure the next episode won't have any issues. I'll have everything figured out by then for sure. Also, a huge shout out to Sup Frank for coming onto the podcast, especially the very first episode. Again, sorry for the audio issues, but I do hope that you do find some enjoyment listening to this episode. Enjoy! Hey, what's up everybody? This is CLDY here with the Streetwear Collab podcast. And today my guest is Sup Frank, and instead of me introducing my guest and everything, I thought it'd be the most fair to let them introduce themselves. So what do people on the internet know you for?
Hey, what's up guys? I want to thank Clyde for letting me be part of this podcast. It's super cool. My channel is pretty much, I started doing it. I started doing Supreme live cops, and then now I kind of introduce a lot of vegan sneakers and talk about that. So I'm putting that into, pretty much that's the channel. Just if I want to make it like a sentence, I'd say vegan sneakers and Supreme live cops and sneaker live cops. But yeah, that's the channel.
So to confirm this, you're a vegan yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why I thought otherwise.
No, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, it's it's very very interesting, something that you can brand yourself around. I think it's cool.
Exactly.
It's definitely unique. Okay, so I think we will talk about. Wait, I'm lost. We talk about the vegan thing, right? And how it's special to you.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been vegan for almost 4 years. So at first I didn't really talk about it, just because I feel like people weren't going to be interested in. And then now I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, this is just, I just need to be myself more.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Because at first I was just doing live cops at first, and then I didn't really talk about it.
So I just want to talk about how did you get into the whole hypebeast sneakers and streetwear thing, because I think it's something that's very interesting, because how I got into it was because I really don't remember how, but I think it all started when I saw everyone's reaction, because somebody at my middle school wore the Nike Air Yeezy 2s. You know those shoes, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
maybe somebody in your middle school had them.
Yeah, for middle school, and I remember people freaking out about them. Not everybody, because I don't think a lot of people knew what they wore, but people that did knew what they wore, they were very excited when that kid wore them. And I think I ended up looking it up, and just slowly that's how I got into it. But I was how did you get into it?
I was kind of always into sneakers and all that stuff, just from skating and just being interested. But I think I didn't get into it till maybe the last 3 years, since I got into it from reselling. At first, I had a friend that just told me hey, you can make money off buying and selling stuff, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. And then now, of course, if you see something you like, you're gonna want to have it too. And then I still resell stuff, but that's how I got into it. Probably I'd say 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you remember what was the very first brand that you kind of liked? That's in this whole hypebeast sneakers thing.
I'm not sure. I think because when I was young, I was into just the whole skate culture, and then I knew about Supreme. I always saw them just a skate. I didn't a skate brand. I didn't think of them as a hypebeast brand growing up, because middle school I skated and I was interested into just SBs and stuff like that. But I was never into the hypebeast thing until I'd say probably 2-3 years ago, when I started reselling. And I don't know. Now I'm just sucked into that world.
So that was one thing I was confused about. I wasn't sure that you do resell, right, and everything. Yeah,
the majority of the Supreme that I get, I always try to resell.
Oh, okay.
And then sneakers, if I like the sneaker, I'm keeping it. But I try to resell it. But recently, I feel I've been keeping most of the ones I like. It's a bad thing.
Yeah. Since you do reselling, I was wondering did you ever consider botting? Because I was always interested in it, but I never really really tried to do it until recently, when I started my Discord. Just looking at everybody that was a botter in there made me more interested in it, and I started getting into it. And it's definitely a very controversial thing, kind of. So I just wanted to ask for your opinions on it, since you're a manual live cop YouTuber.
At first I didn't I was no, I'm not gonna bot. But now seeing this last like Supreme season, if you didn't have a bot, then you had no chance of like copying anything. And like I feel like now it's like you just have to just get with the times and get a bot. Like me, like now I'm like thinking of just like getting somebody to like run slots for me or help me get a bot. Because to be honest, it's like the only way to be like you'll be able to cop. I feel like I struggled for this last easy drop. I kept on getting like declined, kicked out from the site because y'all thought I was bot. The whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, if I just had a bot or somebody helping me like run slots, like I wouldn't have to deal with this.
Yeah, so for the Yeezy, it's
So
like
I'm all for it.
So the Yeezy is actually my very first time like botting sneakers and copying Yeezys in general. I actually never like copped a pair of Yeezys. I always tried, but I never did. I remember I think I stopped trying to cop them once like they started getting less hyped. You know what I mean, kind of. Like I'm not sure when.
Like I remember that.
Like, I'm not sure when did that happen.
I'd say it was probably like around like, is it like a year and a half, like a year ago, maybe
Yeah,
2
something
years ago? I
like
feel like
that.
they weren't as hyped. It's because of triple white. So like once they release like 1,000,000 pairs of those, like those are going for like under retail, and then I feel like the hype kind of died just because they kept on like they just made way too many.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm seriously wondering like what brought the Yeezy hype back, which is weird. Maybe they just made less.
I think maybe it's
shoes?
just like
I don't know.
Maybe, or like I think people have a hard time getting them because botting is getting so much more like popular.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
yeah.
I think you're right.
And botting, I'm assuming it's more popular now because like if you look at the prices of sneaker bots, they're like extremely inflated compared to like a year ago.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
I'm not sure, like, do you look at bot prices? But like they're very, very expensive right now, in my opinion.
No, yeah, I had a friend who bought it, and then like at first I didn't care because I'm like, no, like I don't need a bot. I could just get everything. Like I have a chance of getting it manually. But now like people are telling me that like all these like 15-year-old kids are botting, and then everybody has like a bunch of accounts, and I'm like, whoa, like at this point, if I don't catch up with the times, then it's just like I'm gonna be left out. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, and
so like I'm all for it now. I feel like.
Yeah, and like about like the 15-year-old thing, one thing that's like kind of interesting is that one of the better bots out there right now, Raf, is things like around $4,000 like resale. I think like it's literally made by a kid that's like 15, I think, that made the bot.
Yeah, like
which is crazy. That's
most of the kids are telling me to like bot. They're all like kids because they're all doing it, and I'm like, so it's like the older people like me that are just like not doing it, and we're the ones like that are getting left without pairs, and everybody's getting like 30 pairs. Like, do you watch actually the whole YouTube like botting like
it's blowing
live
up.
cop scene? I feel like it's like going crazy. Like just it's like what's her name? The sneaker mommy. Like she's pretty new, and then she's already like blowing up. She's already getting like thousands of subscribers.
She only has like 10 videos or 20 videos or something like that.
Yeah, like she just like popped up on my feed one day, and I'm like who's this person? And then like I saw her like bought like the Murakami box logo. And congrats to you. You're the one that got that manually. You're the manual god in like all of our eyes.
I think that's why a lot of people got mad at me when I first made my like bot video, because like I somehow managed to cop that like manually, which is really weird because I did a lot of things that I didn't really mean to do, but I somehow did them and it worked out, kind of.
Dude, yeah, you got it still, so it's like I can't think of a better like manual cop than the Murakami box logo. So it's like
the weird thing is that I'm surprised that like, because my first checkout failed, so it's like for Supreme you usually don't have enough time to go for a second checkout, but I somehow did and it worked.
Exactly.
Crazy. Yeah, but I saw that.
I'm thinking, yeah, you got it from like I don't know, like a restock but still you got it. That's all that matters.
I think the biggest W for manual people were like the bandana hooded, like the hoodie, right? I think.
Yeah.
That's the one that I saw a lot of people like Magic Cop manual, including
you. That's what I was expecting. Right? Yeah, I got I was able to multi-cart. I got the. Oh no, I didn't. I went back. I didn't multi-cart it. I went back for the bandana like beanie. Like I had enough time to go back for that. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was trying to get that, and then like suddenly like add something bill, like an automatic bill, something like that pop up that like it took enough money out of my cart that I couldn't afford it randomly in the middle of the night.
Oh.
So that really sucked. I felt like I would have had a good chance, but who knows, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like those manual days I feel like they're done unless like Supreme just Well, I feel like they're trying to like stop the bot so much that now it's affecting the people that are trying to cop manually.
Yeah.
Like I kept on getting card declines or like the site wouldn't load.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like I feel like it wasn't even fun to like do live cops because it was like before, like I used to have fun, like because it's like, oh yes, like I have a chance of getting it, but now it's like, all right, like what's gonna be the issue this time?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So like, is anything new like coming out soon that you have your eyes on? Like, 'cause I don't pay attention to new drops that much, but like, since you do a lot of different sneakers, I thought that's like a really different thing about your YouTube channel, that you do a lot of live cops that people don't do. So like, what are some upcoming things that you think you're gonna do a live cop on?
I'm gonna do a live cop on. Well, definitely they just announced like the new Nike Stussy. I forgot they're like the Air Zoom something. They're brand new, so those come out Friday. I already have the Air Zoom Spirit on KH2, so I was able to get
Those
those.
have good resale, right?
Yeah, those are crazy, but like I saw them in person and I'm like I'm keeping these, even though like now I'm seeing because I think when I got them, the resale was around like two like 40, and then those like just skyrocketed. I think my pair is at like 500 now,
That's crazy.
and I'm like, damn. I'm like maybe I shouldn't have worn these, but I'm like no, like that's what I've been saying. It's like if I like something, I like keep it. Same thing with like Supreme. Like if I really like something in person, then I end up keeping it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the last thing that I kept from Supreme was like some of the Daniel Johnson collabs, just because like I didn't even know about Daniel Johnson until Supreme was talking about it.
Daniel,
so
that's the one with like the frog, right? The collab that had a frog.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember it. Okay.
I just got into his music after like they announced that collaboration. But I think there's a lot more like sneakers. Oh, the Converse, the Space Hippie Converse coming out Thursday. So that's the cool thing that like Nike's doing right now. They're doing the whole like recycled materials and trash.
Yeah.
That's what I just picked up. So that's why my bad. I was kind of late to this. I was like picking up the Space Hippie. I got the slip on, so I got it sent to my sister's house. So I was like gonna go pick that up.
So like one question I had. So when you buy stuff for like reselling, do you continue the whole vegan thing when it comes to reselling items too, or do you cop stuff that's like not vegan to resell?
I was trying not to cop anything recent. I was just talking to like somebody on my Discord about that because they're always asking me questions about like, oh, like how do I get the Off-White, like the Jordan 4s, and I'm like, I'll tell them how to get it, but I'm like, no, I'm like I wasn't gonna go for it. And then I think I was thinking, I'm like, okay, so if like I could possibly get it and then like give a portion to like a charity or something if I were to do that, just because I'm like I didn't want to like promote me purchasing non-vegan shoes, but I'm trying to see if like I could do it and make light of it, of like not make light of it, but just like make something positive out of it. So I was telling the kid, I was like, maybe I should possibly like donate part of the money if I were to get them. But I did get the Jordan 5 grapes because I wanted to see if those are vegan friendly. Those aren't. Same thing with the Yeezy basketball, not the basketball, the Quantums, the barium ones.
Yeah.
Those ones ended up not being vegan friendly, but I got those and I'm gonna resell those. Like sometimes I get sneakers that I think are vegan friendly and end up not being, and I just end up reselling. But for the channel, I avoid non-vegan sneakers. So, but yeah.
Wait, like after you get them, how do you find out that they're not like vegan or anything? Is it like on the box, I'm guessing? Or
kind of like it'll say in the box will be like a little leather symbol. But I tried to do like the research online. But like the Yeezy, the Quantums, online it said it had some synthetic leather. But once I got them in hand, there's like a little leather symbol saying that there's leather. But yeah, and then I don't know. I'm trying to like make something different for like just the YouTube, just because there's so many like YouTubers out there doing live cops and stuff. So I'm like, this is one thing that'll be different. So if somebody's interested in checking it out, they have something different to watch, like a different perspective. But I try not to be too preachy because I'm like, I didn't go vegan until I was like old.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm not gonna be like, is that I'm
public?
29, so I'm old.
29, okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't try to like hide it. Be like, I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but I didn't go vegan until I was like 25. So that's why like I'm not like if somebody's not vegan, I'm not gonna like hate on them. So yeah, the channel's just like, oh, this is me, this is what I do, and then you can enjoy it. Like you don't have to be vegan to watch it either.
Yeah. So you do cop a lot
But yeah,
on
like the majority of people. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
What were you gonna say?
you can finish your thing first because it's a new topic that I was gonna get into.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like the majority of people who subscribe to the channel are there for like the Supreme Live Cops anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So something. What was I gonna say? Oh my god. Oh wait. Wow, that literally like flew over my head. What I just wanted to say.
Dude, my bad. I lost your train of thought.
It's all good. It's all good. I was like, but like, what made you decide to start like your whole YouTube channel?
I kind of forgot. Like, I think because well, I started reselling at first, and then maybe my friend told me to like. I think I was asking him questions and be like. I think he told me just to like research it on YouTube or something, and then I think that's when I found out the whole like pretty much just like the whole YouTube world of people doing like live cops or just talking about stuff, and then I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, I think eventually I was like, you know what, I could do this. I could like just film myself like doing what I already do, and that's like buy stuff for resell.
Yeah.
Originally, I think I wanted to make the channel about reselling, but I'm like horrible at like predicting some stuff, to be honest. So I kind of like I just like I didn't really like explain it, and I also like got some stuff for myself. So yeah.
So I think
that's
I can't really remember what made me start it. I think I always like wanted to do YouTube. Like I always made YouTube videos, like gaming videos and stuff. But I think I made this channel because like I think streetwear and stuff like that started becoming like my bigger like hobby and interest over gaming. So I think that's why I started this channel. But I can't remember exactly like what made me start it.
Yeah, I'm like the same. I don't remember like exactly what made me start it. I think I was just like, I think it was like I'm like I think I could do this because I was like getting into the whole streetwear where like when I got into reselling, like the deeper that I went, like of course like part of me is gonna start like yeah, I don't know. So I just started like getting more into the whole streetwear culture and just seeing different things, and I'm like, this is cool. Let me try it. Like, what do I have to lose?
Yeah, so like for me, when I watch YouTube, I really don't watch a lot of the kind of content that I make on YouTube, but like I watch like stuff a little bit different. So like I'll watch YouTubers. I'm not sure are you like familiar with any of these ones that I'm gonna name off, but like Jacob Wallace is one that I watch a lot. There's like this guy that I used to watch called like Magnus Running, and then I used to watch a lot of like Harrison Neville, like his older videos. Like those are the kind of videos that I like kind of watch a lot. Like I was like wondering like what kind of like streetwear hypebeast YouTubers do you like to watch?
I think I watched like I try to watch all of them. I don't know, like I watched Jacob Star, Boone. I watch your channel because I like watching live cops. I'm trying to think of other people. Who else? Sleepy. He did like Supreme videos. Like shoe. Like there's also shoe YouTubers like the Tom Stefanik or something like that. I'm blanking out on who, but I feel like I watch.
Like
I like watching all that stuff.
Like the whole sneaker YouTuber community.
Yeah, like Jumperman Chris, Tommy Boy TV, Roscoe. Like I feel like I try to like check out all of them.
Yeah,
I don't watch all their videos because I'm like not all their videos interest me.
Yeah, personally for like Supreme, I mostly watch like Boone, and then I watch like Jacob Star, and then just like various other like smaller YouTubers. Like, like I try to watch every Supreme live cop because like those do interest me a lot. So I watch like yours. I watch like Robert or Gaming Guy.
Oh yeah. Robert's game. Like I always watch his videos before like a drop just to like see what's available. I don't know, something about just watching the people's live cops is just like so like interesting to me. Like I found yours, and I if I find other people's that are interesting, then I'll subscribe to them and I'll keep on watching.
Yeah, I just like mostly watch like live comps from like just a few random people, and then I don't really watch like those Supreme videos that much. Honestly, I mostly just watch live comps, or I watch like streetwear videos from like I don't know how to describe it, but like more streetwear kind of fashion type channels instead of like, hypebeast. Kind of get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Do you
like,
watch is it what's his name? Is it Frugal Aesthetics or something like that?
yeah, I do
You
watch.
know what I'm
I
talking
don't
about?
always watch him, but I do watch him sometimes.
I just his videos are hilarious, so that's what like he like talks about street culture, but he doesn't really
Yeah.
like. It's kind of like he's making fun of it, but I don't know why. I just like love watching those type of stuff. Then again, I feel like I have hundreds of other interests. This is
Yeah.
just like a small thing.
Yeah, like what are your favorite brands that you like to buy? Like,
Brands.
I'm just wondering.
I feel like a lot of the clothing I wear, like it's mostly band merch, like music
Oh,
related, or
really? Oh.
like I watch wrestling,
Uh-huh.
like WWE, like AEW, that stuff. Like I watch like I wear wrestling t-shirts. Um, yeah, like I don't really choose a brand. I guess if I were to choose a brand, then it's like it has to be sneakers.
Uh-huh.
I do have like a couple Supreme tees, but I've only kept the ones that I like really like. So if like my thing is like if I feel connection with like what I'm wearing, then I'll keep it. So that's why I wear like a lot of band shirts, just because like I love music and stuff like that.
So you're not as into like all the skate brands out there, I'm guessing?
No,
Oh.
like maybe when I was a kid, I was like really interested, but like lately, I just if something's cool, like I'll get it, but I'm not like big into it. Like I haven't
Uh-huh.
skated in like when I was like maybe like in middle school and high school. Like I sucked, but of course I skated with like my friends and like cousins. But I'm trying to think of something like I never bought any Palace either. Like I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to think of other
There's
companies.
really not that many other like big skate brands that kind of like Supreme. There's
Hmm.
like a lot of smaller ones like Dime, Noah.
Yeah.
Uh, there's like a lot of brands that like they have connections to Supreme because they're made with people that like are like old designers of Supreme, that kind of stuff, like part of the Supreme team. And I thought
Oh
that
yeah.
since you said that you're a skater, I thought that you'd be more into those, but I guess you're not, right?
No, like I said, I got into this from like reselling, and then like I know these brands. There's a few pieces that I wanted from like Noah, but they're all like music
Expensive?
related.
Oh, Noah's like
Like
yeah, it's cool.
yeah, they collaborated with this like band called Youth of Today that I wanted to buy. It came out like I think it was like a year or 2 years ago, but I regret not buying it
Hmm.
because it all sold out.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about Noah is that they have like a very specific like image they like to keep out. They're very like eco-friendly, sweatshop free. They donate money to charity, and I think that's like the cool thing about Noah.
Yeah, that's super cool. Like I was checking out their archive sale that they have
Uh,
had recently, just see like the stuff that they have available. But I don't know. I guess with streetwear, the only thing I really like mess with is well, lately, I feel like the only thing I mess with is just sneakers more than clothing. Because for clothing, like I said, I kind of just wear a lot of like band merch or wrestling, or I might buy something if I like it. But yeah, it's mostly like sneakers what I've been doing lately. I think that's why I kind of like been doing that more in my videos than I
mm.
have with Supreme.
Yeah, like what is like your favorite shoe then in your collection that you have right now?
Right now, I'd say it's the Nike Stussy, the white ones. I think that I have. I got the black and the
Mm.
white ones. Like I wear those like a lot. I'm trying to think of other ones. Probably those. Those are like my almost like my everyday
Mm.
shoe.
And then like if you like win the lottery or something like that, like what would be like that shoe or clothing item, whatever it could be that you for sure go out and buy if you just had a bunch of
Oh,
money.
for sure the Sean like Witherspoon ones,
Those.
the Air Max.
Yeah.
Like I regret like not buying them for resale when they were at like four or five hundred
They're
dollars.
stupid
Now they're at like
expensive now.
1,000, and I'm like at this point I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna touch them
Yeah.
ever unless I like win the lottery. Those are probably like the one sneaker I'd want. Um, Pretty much off. Like if I could, another one would probably just be like the off white like Prestos.
So you like kind
Um,
of shoes more like kind of like running and like those kind of, I don't know how to describe them. You
They're kind of all like lifestyle wear,
Yeah.
but I guess it could be more athletic.
It's so, like the shoes like between athletic and like lifestyles, those kind of shoes, right?
Yeah,
Cause
I
like,
don't know why. Like, yeah, I don't know why. I just like them.
yeah, cause me, I really don't care about shoes, so I just wear like Vans or Converse as like my go-to shoes all the time.
Yeah, that's how I was at first. I think like if you told me like 10 years ago that I would like have these shoes, I wouldn't believe it because back in the day I would just wear like Converse all the time. I think at some point I was like very minimal and I
Uh-huh.
just pretty much just wear not Converse. I used to just wear Vans,
Yeah.
and then yeah, sneakers weren't like a big thing till like the last couple years.
Yeah. What was like the first hyped item that you copped that you consider like it's very it's a very loose thing, but like that you would consider like the first hyped item that you went out and got?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Because for me, like, it's not
Um,
even hyped, but it's like for me it was like a pair of Jordan 3s like way back in I think I got them in
hmm.
2016, and that's like the very first kind of like limited type item that I got.
What Jordan 3s were they?
I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they're like a silver colorway. The
Huh.
there's something gray. Can't remember the name of them, but they're gray and black. They're like a silverish kind of gray.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe learn about limited. I guess like in high school, I really was into like Nike SBs, but I don't know if they were limited. I had some like I think some like green ones. I don't remember. I just remember I used to like them.
Hmm.
But for like limited, I think I didn't really get anything limited till I got into like reselling. I think yeah, I can't even think of something right now. I know the first thing I resold after my friends got me into it, um, it was some Yeezys. I think they were the Yeezy 500s. I think it was like the first 500 that they released.
The first shoe, like the first item that I really saw, that's a good like something interested. I can't. Oh, actually, I do know what it is. It was the. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, it was the Supreme. It's not. I didn't even resell it. I think I like broke even, or I might have even lost money on it. But it was the Supreme. I can't remember the damn name of this item. It was like collaboration with like some liquor brand, and I bought it, and then I was like, wait, like this could be dress code. You know what I mean? If I wore it. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh fuck. I was like, it's awkward when you get dress code because you there like you have to wear like some dumbass shit. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just want like I don't want to do that, so I was like, I just sold it.
No, dude, the first thing I bought from Supreme, I lost money. It was I think it was a Lacoste collaboration. I got like a jacket. It was like $400. So I was so dumb in my head. I'm like, oh, this is like $400, so I'm gonna make even more money if I spend more money.
Wait,
And then I ended up losing like $20.
the Lacoste one was it the ones that had like a little grid pattern, or was it not that one? I might not remember it right.
Uh, I don't remember. It was like one of their like jackets.
Uh-huh.
I had to search it up. It came out. Shoot, I don't even
So
remember.
that's the very first item you bought.
From Supreme, yeah.
Yeah, my very first item,
I resold
I
it.
also lost money. It was the Supreme. I honestly don't know the name of it because like it's such a random item, but you know like how Supreme has that like top section where it's like t-shirts that are more expensive.
Yeah,
It was a hooded long sleeve top, and like looking back, I would never cop an item like that like nowadays. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like like those are the
Yeah,
pieces
yeah.
that like don't
But
resell.
the only reason I copped it was because I was like in the store and I wanted to cop something.
Oh
And yeah, the first time I copped Supreme wasn't even online. I was like in the store, which is kind of, I guess, weird. I guess probably not common.
no, yeah. We made all our mistakes from
Yeah,
reselling at first.
yeah.
Like now I feel like I know what's gonna resell. Like I
Mhm.
still make some mistakes,
Yeah.
but yeah,
What was like
I'm still waiting for the store.
what's the biggest reselling item that you ever got? Like the biggest flip.
Uh,
It can be like I don't know how to like profit wise, or it can even be like percentage wise. You know what I mean? Like how much like you know what I mean?
maybe I got the off-white blazers
Wait, did you get them
uh,
on sneakers?
on
Damn,
sneakers.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
they were. I think those were I think that might have been the first time I like hit on sneakers. I sold them right away because I paid for like the $5 shipping, and I just like I think I sold them that same day. Just I forgot what I sold them for. I think retail was like 120, 130. We ended up selling them for like 700. It's not like a crazy flip, but I think
it's pretty big.
Okay, it was still like yeah. I think that might have been my biggest flip. I don't think I've had anything crazier. Maybe the reflective Yeezys. I think I sold those for like 900. It was last Black Friday when they released them. Like I got them at like middle of the night. I was like up at like 4 in the morning or 3, and then my friend just like messaged me saying like these reflectives are up right now. Go get them. And I was like no. And like we both got lucky. We just got them.
Yeah.
That was like Black Friday.
For me, if I have to like remember like what is the biggest one, I guess if I would have flipped it right away, then the COVID Motor Comic box logo would have been the best one, because when it first dropped, it was like I think around 800, yeah. So that would have been the biggest one, but I didn't flip it. And then the biggest single day I think was during the Supreme so I'm guessing you weren't buying it back then. I'm not sure were you into it yet, but that like really shiny Supreme North Face set. Do you remember that drop?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't go I wasn't getting Supreme. I wasn't getting Supreme that time, but my friend, he went in store and then he made like hundreds of dollars off that drop.
So those are
I think he sold it all the same day.
Cause like for those those are bricks, like those items, but like I sold them the same day and I ended up making somewhere around like $500 profit, which is not like a crazy amount, but it's like pretty good considering like those are bricks.
No, yeah, my friend did the same thing. He sold it all the same day. I think he told me the same amount, like maybe $500.
It was
and then now they're.
Yeah, I remember I went for the jacket first, and I went back for the hoodie, and I went back for the tee.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the hoodie bricked. Like it was like I sold it for I think $850, and then after it was like $500, like a week after.
Oh god.
I think that's the first time
that's amazing.
Yeah. That's the first time that Supreme, I think, people really realize that Supreme is like not the craziest reselling thing anymore. I think that's like the first time people realize that. It's like, oh crap, even the North Face collab like can brick now. Like
I know, even the cargo jacket, it's like I thought it was super nice, and it's not even doing that well.
I think the pants are doing really good though now. I think last time I saw.
Yeah, the pants. This last season, like pants were like they were reselling really well.
Like every pants?
I I feel like a lot of them more than like normal. Personally, I don't think I would even keep any of like those pants. Mm-hmm. The only like Supreme pieces I keep are like accessories, t-shirts. I'm trying to think of stuff that I have. Yeah, I mostly just have accessories and t-shirts. I think I have and like couple just like a Daniel Johnson hoodie.
Do you like the Supreme hoodie quality?
They're really thick. That's the only thing I don't like. They're like heavy.
Yeah, like
I like lighter hoodies. That's just me.
In my opinion, the hoodies now are definitely lighter than the old ones. Like the old ones are even heavier. I think I have like an old one.
Oh yeah,
and like it's definitely heavier. The old ones.
Like
they're even lighter now, but it's still really heavy.
Yeah, I haven't even put it on just because it's like living in like Southern California. It's not really that cold.
Yeah, it's like I live in Vegas, so it's like pretty hot here too.
Oh yeah, I can't even imagine.
But like, the only thing I like about them, especially the older ones, is that like they have like a really good like structure to them when you wear them. It's not like a like floppy hoodie, you know. It's like very structured and looks nice.
Yeah, that's good. Like I haven't even worn mine yet, but I definitely will just because I love the design that they have.
Which one is it?
It's the Daniel Johnson, what's it called, with Silver Surfer.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah.
It has like Supreme on the arm.
Okay, I remember it now. So your very, very first drop was the Lacoste one, you said, right? That you went for?
Yeah, that was the first time I got something online.
Did you try for anything before that?
I think I waited for it to come to get shipped, and then I sold it on StockX like the day it was delivered, which was like the worst thing you could do because it's like here in like the West Coast, it takes us like a
Yeah.
week or like 2 weeks to get our stuff. So it's like by then like the prices like dip hard, and I feel like I could have made a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more, like made my money back if I sold that jacket sooner.
Mm-hmm.
But I waited till like it showed up, and then I think I was like, I gotta sell this now before I lose any more money because it kept on dropping in value. So I sold it at, and then like lost $20.
Yeah, the best move for StockX is for people that live on the East Coast, and they like sell it right when they get it because they'll usually get it like within, or they sell it like a day or two after they order it because they'll get it in time. Just like sell it because StockX
Yeah,
gives you like 2 days.
yeah, I know. Like people get it on like like the drops on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and like people get it on like Saturday, and I'm like, what? I gotta wait like 2 weeks. During this whole like COVID-19 time, like it took 2 weeks for it
Mm-hmm.
to get to my house.
What are your go-to
But
selling platforms?
the platforms,
Like where do you sell your stuff?
I just saw it on StockX. Like
Uh,
unless somebody like hits me up on Instagram,
uh,
I feel like I should be selling like on Instagram or something. I saw it on like OfferUp, and like I tried Facebook, but I feel like I don't like dealing with people like they like try to lowball you or they
yeah,
try to
yes.
scam you. So same thing with Instagram. Like I've had people like send me like fake like like images of them sending money. I remember the last time I like was gonna do it. Somebody told me like they sent me like an image like, look, I sent it to you, and it was like a fake like screenshot. I'm like, I told them like, hey, I have no money in my account. You haven't sent it to me.
Oh,
So I think like at that point I'm like I stopped trying to find like buyers online as much as like StockX. StockX is just like super easy
uh,
to sell. I don't think I've had a single issue on there.
yeah. For me, I prefer selling on Grill because I really do prefer like quick flipping it, like right on the day it drops, like try to sell it on like every single thing that I buy
Mm,
because I'm scared that like it'll break like at the week after a week.
yeah. Lately I've been keeping more pieces. Like I think this whole season I haven't sold a single thing. Like I have it all just sitting.
Yeah.
Cause like stuff like the Daniel Johnston Club, like I really like it, so that's why I didn't sell it. Cause in my head I was like, oh, what if like I don't want to regret it later and be like, oh, I like damn, I wish I kept that piece instead of selling it.
For the Ziplocs, like how many did you grab? I'm assuming you grabbed some, right? I can't remember. Did you buy any?
I got two Ziploc. I
No.
sold one to somebody on Instagram, and I have one. Oh no, the Ziploc. I'm thinking of the lock,
Oh,
the
yeah.
like the see-through lock. I have one of those. The Ziploc. I think I gave up. I didn't get any of
Oh,
them.
really?
I think I was so like I feel like at that point I was like so like bummed out with how like the site worked that I was like, you know what, I don't really care.
Because those are like a pretty easy cop, even manual.
I forgot. I think I was trying to like multi-cart
Mm.
things, and I'm in my head I was like, if I don't multi-cart this, and like I don't even want it.
For that drop,
So I think I was
yeah.
just, yeah, I forgot. I think I was just like cranky because I
Mm.
like couldn't cop anything that season. This season, I like,
Yeah,
but yeah, I should have single carded it.
for the Ziplocs, I remember like when it dropped, I woke up 15 minutes late, and then I woke up, went over to the computer, and I just set up the bot, and I like bought it the restocks.
Oh yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
video.
I was like the. I just woke up, I looked at my phone, I saw the time, and I was like, I was like, I debated like, do I wouldn't wake up or not, and I was like, I'm just gonna go do it. And then I saw that they sold out really slow, and when an item sells out slow, that usually means that a lot of people are gonna cancel their orders because they're scared the item's gonna break, and then like
Yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of restocks. So yeah, the restocks were like super
Hmm.
easy if anyone had a bot.
Oh, okay. I remember that drop. My internet like just like died on me that day for
Mm-hmm.
some reason. I woke up and my internet wasn't working, and I was like trying to figure it out. But I think there was an issue with like my area that the
Mm-hmm.
internet wasn't working that day, and then I ended up just doing it on my phone, and I think it just wasn't working.
Oh
I think that's what it was.
yeah.
I don't know. I have to just check back the video.
Yeah, talk about internet not working. One funny thing is that like it's like a warning to you, I guess too, is that like if any random person sends you a random link on like Discord, like don't click it. I would say
Uh,
because
Oh,
like
really?
one time one guy joined my Discord and he put like a link, and it was like an IP logger. So you get your IP, you go on it, click on the link,
Wow.
and like
Damn.
my friend clicked on it, and I think since the guy saw that the guy was in Vegas, he assumed that was me. You know what I mean? So he would DDoS that IP every week, I think, for like 2 weeks. And my friend was like,
Damn.
"Bro, every single Supreme drop, I lose internet. I don't know why."
That's crazy.
And then
People would do
and
that.
then like the guy probably stopped doing it because he saw my videos and was like, "How's he not getting DDoS?" You know what I mean?
Damn.
I'm assuming that's why he stopped because like he saw my video and like was like, "Wait, it's not working on him."
That's crazy that people would do that. They're like, damn.
Yeah, so stupid.
To me-
I'm assuming that's what happened to
Yeah,
my
it's
friend
been
because like he said he got like knocked offline 2 times, like
Wow.
for clicking that link.
Well, that's good to know because I'm just not gonna hit on anything anybody hits on
Because
Discord.
like it was stupid. Like the guy was like put a link and I was like he was like, "Yo, it's Google." I'm like, "This doesn't say Google." I'm like, "I'm not stupid." So and I googled the website and it's like some IP logging website where they just get your IP. I'm like, "Oh my god!" So he's like banned him.
That's so dumb. I remember that drop. I think I went for the flag boonie.
Hmm.
Is it the boonie?
Yeah, is that the
I
same
went for
drop?
the
Yeah, that was the same drop. The flag's Booney.
Yeah, I ended up getting that in a restock. I feel like this season I've been lucky on getting on restocks just on my phone. Like it'll restock with like Supreme Community or like the Discord I have. Somebody will like the restock monitors will like let me know, and then I would just go on. And then since I have Google Chrome on my phone, like it's so much faster to check out.
Yeah, if you don't mind, like, what restocks monitor are you getting right now? Like, do you have? Because for me, I just use the ones that come with the bot.
I use Supreme Community, and then I also on the Discords I have like I'm on is it Jacob Star's Discord?
His thing, yeah. He has like monitors.
Also, this other Discord, this other Discord, I was gonna like collaborate with. I think I made one video shouting them out, and then I'm still part of part of their Discord. Like I use their restock monitors, and it's like a few seconds like before Supreme Community's like restocks. So like it'll be like 1 or 2 seconds, and then Supreme Community's restock will pop up right after. So
yeah, like
it's actually useful to use those restock.
Yeah, restock monitors like a huge thing right now because there's so many botters that like they want like the fastest restock monitors possible. So like it's definitely a really big thing right now in the community. Yeah.
I know I didn't get into Discord till like later.
Bro, Discord, if you really get into it, Discord has so many stupid things you can do on Discord.
Really?
There's like a community for almost anything you can think of is on Discord. You just have to find it.
Damn.
Like it's crazy.
Like
what's on Discord?
Yeah, it's like that's why I was never gonna do it because I was just like I was never on it besides like the Discord that like hit me up. They wanted to collab, and then that's pretty much it. That was the only point I used Discord, and then now I like started this one.
Yeah.
I still haven't even got deep in there.
Yeah. So, I was just wondering, like, if you ever have you ever looked into like different Supreme bots or like sneaker bots that you might decide to get? Have you ever like looked into that?
I haven't looked yet, but like right now, I think I just like for like the sneakers app, like somebody told me just to like make tons of accounts, so I think I might try that instead of botting, like so that people tell me that they have like 15 to 20 accounts, and I'm like, I didn't even know like this was like a thing. Like I thought everybody just had like one account, and then I know like bots have multiple accounts, but like people who just do it manually, like tons of people who do it manually have like tons of accounts.
So sneakers,
and I'm like, yeah,
it gives you like a 10-minute time frame, right? Usually that's how it works, right, to enter.
I think so. It's like I think it's like a 2-minute, like 1 or 2 minute like time frame for you to like and well, it depends on the drop. Like if it's like a draw like that, then you get like I think it's like 10 or 20 minutes. Sometimes it's like I think the first come first serve ones like in the system you still have like a minute to enter. I don't really know the details on that.
The draw ones are like that's like one of the best ones to like stop botters.
Dude, I bet. Yeah, or just people who have like tons of tons of accounts.
Well,
like
they have to use a bot to enter the accounts because they have like some people have like hundreds, so they have to use a bot to enter it for them because they can't do it within like the time frame that they give you.
Oh.
And it's crazy because like people do sell accounts because I think you need a phone number to make an account, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's why like people sell accounts because they're like people need accounts and people just sell them for like $1, I think, or $1.50.
Oh, that's not too
Yeah,
bad.
because like people need hundreds of them to like bought sneakers to even get a chance, and
I
and even
know.
then it has to be low because like I'm assuming like millions of people probably enter these raffles,
Yeah.
and yeah, so mm, like do you ever like look into like how crazy people cop with like a bot, like because like you manually cops and then like like if you ever look, I was like I don't know how to explain. Do you look at like how much people caught with like a bot sometimes? Do you ever go on Twitter and look at that stuff?
No, like kids will comment on like my videos, like I'll be like excited
Uh-huh.
to like cop a pair
Yeah.
of shoes, and they'll be like, oh, like I got 22 pairs, and I'm like, all right, yeah, fine. Like I got excited for nothing, and then or just like people online will tell me, or they'll message me, they'll be like, what are you doing? Get a bot. Like I got like 30 pairs.
Yeah. So like, do you know the Jordan 13 Flints like that dropped?
I do. Yeah, I know the 13 Flints.
Yeah.
I didn't go for them
Yeah,
though.
that dropped.
I know
Huh?
they were yeah they're reselling like better than I thought they would.
Yeah, that one was crazy for botters because people literally hit like over 1,000 pairs on people of those. On that, like,
Damn,
which is
yeah. I don't know if
crazy.
that's what I'm wondering if that's what drew the price like to go up because like people who wanted them like nobody got a pair. I'm assuming that's why like I think on drop day they were going for I think they were like $100 over retail,
Yeah,
right?
which is a lot for like a shootout. A lot of people thought we're gonna break.
Exactly. I thought I was gonna break like a Jordan
Yeah,
13.
that's what I thought too. I was like, those are ugly, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I was like I'm like those things are not even like cool like but it was also because of like this I don't know if the Save the Last Dance thing so people who watch
Oh,
like the ESPN documentary so
uh,
I'm like maybe that had people interested in getting like Jordans again and then like of course not everybody knows how to like do it so they're just like oh like I'll just buy them and then I think that's what drew the price up
yeah. Like talk about
but also
yeah,
buy
talk
it.
about the thing where like you get happy when you cop one. Like I was like really hyped when I cop like the like Murray comic box logo, right? And then like comments, there's people who are
Yeah,
like, bro, you gotta get into botting, bro. I got like 10. I'm like, oh my god.
I know I saw the like sneaker
Mhm.
mommies like video and I'm like I think that's the only YouTube video that I've
Uh-huh.
seen about like somebody just like copying all those pairs.
Yeah, and then I think the
Cause
most
yeah,
I've ever seen someone get on that is 170 of the, which is
damn,
a year's like salary for like above like the average salary for like a year in profit. So it's
yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy. Like reasons like that, and then like me like struggling to get one. I'm like maybe I should just get into
Yeah.
it. Like I like making live cops with like trying to get it
Hmm.
manually, but now it's like I'm not even getting it. So
Yeah, there's this like
I feel like I
one
should.
guy on Twitter that like he always cops like a stupid amount. Like if I remember correctly, he almost copped like 300 of the motion logo tees, and like it's just crazy. Like how much
Oh, it's
these
crazy.
botters like cop sometimes.
Damn.
I'm like fucking it's crazy. It's honestly so crazy. But
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like maybe just because I haven't gotten into the whole Twitter world of like this guy like sent me like a couple people to follow that
mhm.
do that, but I haven't like looked into it. But I'm like, damn, 300 and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just don't get how do they have so many like virtual credit cards to use.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm like, how could you check out
Yeah,
300?
they
I'm
need
like,
300 different cards.
damn, that's crazy. I guess if you do the work, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. You look into the whole botting thing is like crazy, especially if you're like a manual user and you look at that stuff, you're like, fuck.
I know. I got to look into it more.
Yeah.
But is it time consuming?
To
I know everybody's like botting.
um like the really hardcore botters, sometimes they do like spend like 10 hours on like one drop to like set it up and stuff like that. It's crazy. The people that go for like thousands of shoes, they have to spend a lot of time to like set up. But Supreme botting is like it's the easiest, but it's also the hardest because Supreme botting doesn't take any skill. You know what I mean? It just takes
Uh,
like experience, and honestly, the biggest thing that limits a lot of people is Google accounts. Like, you need as many good Google accounts as you can, like trusted accounts, so that you can avoid captchas with your bot. And that's like the biggest thing that holds people back is because they don't have good Google accounts. Yeah. Because that's what limits you, honestly. Like how fast your computer is, and then like how many Google accounts you have. That's like how. And if Google accounts weren't a thing, then like botters would like just eat up Supreme. If like captchas wasn't a thing.
Like now it's ridiculous. Like everybody's getting just multiple of anything.
Because like per each Google account you have, you can only get so many like checkouts before you start getting captchas after checkout. So that's like the really biggest thing that like has to like limit botters, that they just don't have enough Google accounts. But if like that wasn't a thing, like it's honestly like crazy to just think about it.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's just kind of risky botting, because like botting is sketchy as hell, because so many bots are expensive and then they like stop working that good and then they fall off in price and like you just waste your money.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
like, have you ever been banned from botting or
from Supreme? No, but I do have a story that it's like definitely for another time. I think I could tell to you off camera, because like I definitely want to save it for like something else. But like I did buy a bot once and I did waste like a lot of money on a bot once.
Like how much?
Like around 200. I never copped with it. It's so stupid. But that's like, yeah, that's like back when I first like tried to get into it. I think it was in FW18 when I did that.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been talking for like a good 45 minutes, I think now. So do you want to like, I was going to try to end like every podcast this, like, do you have any advice of like how to start a YouTube channel? Because I mean, you're doing pretty good, and I think a lot of people do want to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, did you do anything special or anything to like get your feet wet, like the beginning, mostly? Like how to get your first like viewers? How did you get them? Do you remember?
I don't even know, but I feel like I've been doing this for like a while now. I think on August, I feel like it's gonna be 2 years, but I was always like on and off. I didn't make like videos like every week. I feel like recently I've been putting a lot more content, and then more people have been subscribing. But I think that like just the thing is just starting. I think starting is just the hardest part. Once you start, then you'll get more used to it. It becomes like fun, and then eventually you'll build an audience. I think I only have like 1,000 subscribers.
So like you built it organically, right? You didn't have to like do anything like special.
No, like I didn't buy like anybody or anything. Like I just started making videos.
For me, I spammed my videos on like Reddit.
Oh, yeah, really?
That's like my like little move, that my little trick that I recommend to people. I don't think.
No, dude, that's smart. I'm dumb. I didn't do any of that. I feel like I just like uploaded it.
That's how I got my first like maybe like 100 subscribers. And like that's the hardest part, is like getting like the ball rolling. It's so hard to get first viewers.
Cause because I've always been into like editing and stuff. Cause like a big passion of mine is like filmmaking. So it's like eventually like, well, one thing, maybe it's a different thing, like a different time we could talk. Like one thing I want to do is like make a short film like about like reselling or something.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Uncut Gems? The movie with like Adam Sandler?
Oh, no.
No, okay. It's like a gambling movie, and then like I kind of wanted to make that, but like reselling. That's like one thing I'd want to do with like eventually.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's a whole different thing. Like this, I still try to have fun making videos, because I'm like, at the end of the day, even if I didn't have like a camera or like footage, I would still be doing this. So I'm like, why not film myself doing this?
Yeah.
And anybody could do that. Like whenever somebody asks me like, oh, I like your videos, like I wish I could start one, I always tell them like, yeah, just do it. All you have to do is just start it, and then eventually people will subscribe, and I'm like, I'll subscribe to your channel if you start one.
Yeah. The beginning part is like very intimidating, but it definitely gets easier
after
you get started. It only gets easier.
Because it's scary. It's like, it's scary because like, I'm like, oh, like what is everybody? Are people gonna make fun of me because I started this? And I'm like, I won't lie. There's like haters out there. They'll leave hate in the comments. I don't know if you dealt with that too.
For me,
it's just like
I usually like get like annoyed at them, but I just started like just banning them every time someone leaves like actual hate, like, you know what I mean, that straight up hating. It's not like
Yeah.
criticism. I just like ban them, and I don't know, it feels good.
Maybe I do it too, but like I'm like, when somebody leaves like a bad comment, I'm like, all right, here we go again, like with this guy. But I'm like, it's gonna happen, and then you just kind of have to
You
just
gotta
keep on
block it out.
doing like, yeah, just do what you do, and then if you think about it, though, I'm like, these people that are hating, they're watching your video at the end of the day, and they're wasting their time. But yeah, advice is just starting. Yeah.
Just start the channel. But like,
Yeah,
definitely
much.
thanks for like coming on for like this podcast. It's like my first episode and everything. So like, but thank you for coming on for sure and giving like this whole thing a chance. Like, I really appreciate it because this is like the first episode. So.
No, yeah, I appreciate it. Like, I was happy to be on this, man. I'm glad of what you're doing. You made this other channel, or you're doing this podcast thing. So that's super cool. You're trying different things, and yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I don't have an outro, so
no, yeah.
just like peace.
All right, I guess peace.